Good morning, everyone. I'm just doing the background check that I am live. It looks like I am, so that's fine. Great start to the morning. It's beautiful, beautiful sunshine outside. Absolutely lovely. Really wants me to get moving and out there, really. So, not that I'm going to do that immediately, of course, because we're here for our Daily Lenormand card spread reading. And good morning, Kat. And you're here to watch and listen. Some of you might be just listening, others might not. That sounded stupid. You know what I mean? Good morning, Judy. I think I'll stick with the hellos and then just go straight to the reading. Good morning, Veronica. How are you this morning? Beautiful. I love that gold frame. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'll switch around to the cards. It's what we're here for. And tune into your own intentions with your day, your messaging, how you receive from spirit, what your connections are in how you're wanting to connect with that inner soul of you. Here we've got our layout. I've got the Owl card and the Inner Soul Guidance card ready as well. So this is Fortune Favours the Brave. So it is really suggesting we do need to leave the nest and go into spaces and places that we don't feel comfortable with, but that's what's going to actually give us our fortune, what we're moving into for our future steps. We need to actually be brave and get out of our comfort zone, take flight, see what there is for us. Here we've got the bow and arrow as the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle deck card, the one that Leanne and Deb have created. So you're right where you need to be, your direction is clear, and you're on target. So it's almost like take flight and find your target and go for it. Now, how an eagle will spend a bit of time hovering first, sussing out their prey, and then suddenly they'll dive in and take flight down, hone in, really focus. So we are on target. Certainly spend that little bit of time, sighting it in is what I'm thinking of, sighting it in. So, be brave and take the dive. Right, here we are. Oh, I've got the wrong thing there. Sorry. And here we are. Kat, are you on two different pages there? Good morning. Tune in. Here we've got the 5 cards from the Lenormand deck. And this is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck, which is the one I commonly use most of the time. The artwork by Ciro Marchetti, I love it. So here we've got in our 5-card spread, we've got the coffin in the home space. We've got time in our workspace. We've got the fish as the unexpected, the moon in our role, and the magnifying glass is the outcome, what we've completed. Well, sort of. It's not really what we've completed sometimes. But anyway, here we go with the coffin. It certainly is some things needing to be moved on with our home space. Good morning, Kim. And good morning, Julia. Lovely to see you here too. Good morning. So in that home space, feel into, I think it is a little bit more on that emotional level and what we've got with how we're feeling ourselves as well about things, that connection that we have with the stuff that we've got lying around. I'm almost feeling like, because it's such a beautiful day out there and the sun is shining and it's just a tincture bit more, is it colder or warmer? The perception in the mind that it's warmer because the sun is out, and yet when I go outside and put my feet on the ground, it's jolly cold still. It's that perception. What is our perception around the things that are with us? And is it time to move some of them on? Have a bit of a little mini spring clean before it gets to being spring type of thing. That's what I'm feeling. There's some areas of relationship that once you've talked about it might be needing to say, look, we'll agree to disagree and let it pass on. Put it into the ethers and let spirit deal with it. There's things because I'm just seeing those things laying like trash at the bottom, because that's almost what they're like at the bottom of this sarcophagus. The Egyptians did bury their treasures with them as to use them on that next life, but they look like they're lying there as trash, and that's why I'm feeling that need. Just start to clean up a few things again and get stuff happening that's going to be like a mini cleanse too. So good morning, Keza, and good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you all here, really, really. And move that sort of dead energy on, and it can be in things that we hold sentimental value for. Even mostly what we're holding in our hearts is the most important thing. So keep that you know is treasures to you in the heart, and move other stuff on. Okay. And certainly with your building issue, yes, yeah, it is. It's moving that stuff on. You'll deal with it quite succinctly, and it will be. Give it to spirit there, Kat. So now, Mary, this isn't a individual reading session. That will be tonight at 8:30 for those that want to be on with Leanne and I for our Friday's Intuitive Chat. So you might need to pop back in after 8:30 evening, not this morning. So just tap into what these cards might be saying to you, Mary. Okay, so with that, we're going to be moving it on, and letting some of that energy actually die, bury it, because it is in that space of its yesterday's energy, or whatever your sense is in that. Okay, it is time to move things forward. The times, you know how we've got that bow and arrow, we're in perfect space and place, and with what our task is. I'm just going to try and get that one out again. Not that I put it away, like that one. Our direction is clear and we're on the right target. And that's also relative it is also relative to what we have in the timing of how we're doing our work, how we are coming forward in those moments of, we wonder, when do I do that? Is it the right time? I need to plan. It's to do with planning forward as well, especially in workplace and space. Breaking up. Oh, I haven't changed any settings, so it could be your internet itself, Mary. I've got good bars on and mine is Etherneted in. It's plugged in directly to the NBN box thing. Modem, whatever they're called these days. So do take the time to do that planning that you're needing to be doing, but also move with the time that you're needing to be doing things here now. Okay, so it's all good here. Yeah. So thanks, Veronica. Mary, it might be that you're streaming. If you're on Wi-Fi, it can be erratic. So spend time, invest the time. Oh, goodness. I've got a little Jenny Homch like the screen now. Oh, thanks, Jenny. I've obviously got a Stream Elements thing working in the background. I've put it in there, but not realised. Oh, goodness. Thank you for that. What an interruption. I'm not even sure which Facebook page that is on, or if it's even on a Facebook page. It could be on my YouTube. I don't know. So yours kept breaking up for you, said a query error. Interesting. And Julie, you said it's all good there. I do want to sort it so that it's actually streaming properly. You will have noticed that I'm using the eCam feeding in as a live virtual camera into my BeLive this morning. That's interesting. Tomorrow morning, I may just do it via the anyway, I'll suss that out. I'll let you know at the time. I might just do it via eCam itself, and it's fine on my time. Good, thanks, Kat. Perfect here. Kim, which page are you on? The Ros Bounty page or somewhere else? That's interesting. I switch places to watch. It would be interesting to find out which page each of, like, as far as why was it erratic. Interesting. Oh, Shaz. Well, anyway, perfect time to do it. Here we go. I'm sussing out something because this is my work realm in front of a computer and doing live streams and things like this. So I'd like it to work properly, of course. Yeah, so Kim, you're on My Time TV as well. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Right, so we'll move from there. So just sometimes to spend the time, even just to nut out a little issue or a problem like we've just done, thank you very much, can be time well spent. So know that whatever it is that you're doing at whatever time of day, that it is the perfect timing for it. But we are also able to plan for things and get things sorted that we know that we're needing to do, so that in the progression of time that we can have some sort of organization and stability around the knowing this is what I'm expecting to do at da 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 da. So that's where I think the time card is in the workspace for, is it's a bit of time to do a bit of planning and know that what you're doing in this moment is actually the perfect thing too. Okay, so just to reiterate, clear stuff from home space and that sort of energy. There is, dead energy there that's needing to be moved on, and spending the time to actually do some planning and knowing what you're doing is good. Now we've got the fish in that unexpected space and place, so that we're going to be able to have that teamwork happening as well. Because of that schooling, I'm pretty sure we had fish yesterday, didn't we? Not sure whether it was in the same space. I'm just looking that up because I can't be bothered. I can see on my phone where yesterday. Yeah, it was. So that's easy peasy. So similar energy around that. It's continuing in that teamwork factor. So I won't spend too much time on that because fish really is abundant. So you're going to get an abundance, a lot of things done by connecting in with team and having things work in your workspace. In the family, well, if you're solo, a lot of the time like I am, you tend to have the meetings with me, self and I, that type of thing in your home space. It's just having that abundance with, is it relationships, people, things? Find what's important to you, and just love, abundance of love. And the moon energy in our role, it's shining the light. Sometimes it is reflecting the light of others, not in a copycat way, but just to, we are like sponges where we do absorb information and knowledge from elsewhere. And there are times where we just glow that out because it's of interest to us. You take more notice when you're actually doing things in your day that are interesting, or that you're following something that's your passion and that type of thing. And uh, you just glow because you're in that space, in that sort of happy space, I suppose, in some ways. Well, that's how I see it. And it's shining out to others as well, like the sun, like the moon reflects the sun's light. And it brings up some of those shadowy things too, that just brings them to the light, so we don't know what treasures we have on that shadow side sometimes until we bring them out to be shone in the light and glowing our glow. So, and yeah, wow, you was busy in your house. Yes, you were busy in your house yesterday, and you've already fertilised and watered your plants this morning. Yeah, you're busy. Your home is your passion, and it is the new moon now. I was going to look that up just to clarify. I thought it was as well. So um, here we've got it sort of looks like the new moon. We are going through our phases, and I think this is just saying, look, allow the progress of what is the phases. Bring your light shining forward as the moon reflection, as the moon reflects the sun's light. I'm feeling that let the mechanisms be what they are, of what nature is. Get out in nature and appreciate what night light there is. Even though we haven't got the star today, we've had it recently. So go and have a look. At night, it is a bit cold. Rug up and just deeply breathe in that clear air at night. Freezing cold, clear air at night. Here, it may not be in your part of the world. If you're over the other side, could be hot summer stuff air. Anyway, so Be that shining light throughout your day, and have that, the feeling of we are moving through our cycles as naturally as we are, right? Magnifying glass. What the heck's dark moon? I presume you mean dark moon there, Shaz. Um, so what we're needing to do at the end of the day, there's some of the stuff that we may experience. I thought so dark. There may be some of that we experience that's going to be needing just that little closer look. As we're sitting at our end of our day and contemplating. I mean, do you? I do. And even as I lay my head to sleep, I'll go through those things that I think, aren't I blessed today? Wasn't I blessed today? Have I really finished? What am I doing tomorrow? Or, it's things like that sometimes it's as plain and practical as that, or and other times it's just, wow, like I'm feeling that connection to spirit, and I'm getting, I do get messages just before bed sometimes. Um, and then I ask them, please turn them off. I'd like to have a nice sleep. So it is that holding that magnifying glass up to just some of that in the day, allow it to bring itself to you, to have that finer look, that closer look, and just know how well you've done, how it's been perfect in its timing, as we see here, and how, we are on target. It just is that little bit of time, that little bit of time that we can use at the end of our day to hold that magnifying glass to some of the detail. But we don't need to let that uh, uh, continue into the night, is what I'm trying to say. Allow that to complete its process by saying, thank you so much for the blessings of my day. And now I'll go to sleep, and basically turn off the switch of what is that brain activity as well, and take some deep breaths and drift into sleep. Well, that's how I do it most nights. So, whoops, perfect for shadow work and let go of old habits. Oh, the moon. Yeah, yes, it is. So thank you everyone for being here this morning, even if there was a bit of glitch on, I don't know whether it's the pages on some of the Facebook pages, or I am streaming this out to my profile and to my Ros Bounty page and my Ros Bounty YouTube, as well as the mytimetv.live page here in Facebook. There's 3 Facebook destinations in the YouTube. So maybe the 4 destinations causes a glitch on one or other. Who knows? So thank you, Veronica. So this reading makes perfect sense to you this morning. It's giving you more clarity into your personal troubles you're having. Thank you. Bring forward from your own spiritual connection what it means for you. Thank you for that feedback, Veronica. I find, even though some days for some people that I've had feedback from, that it ended up by the end of the day, the next morning, it was actually a shitty day yesterday. But yes, exactly, Kat. Um, it's just the way that we can look at it, and maybe our reading of those signals or the symbolism or the messages has just been in a way that we're not seeing it in the right perspective. And even later on, into the future, we'll look back and think, oh, actually that was right for that day. But it's not that we sit and look and dwell back too often to compare these cards were exactly right, this happened, that. It really is just that loose. It is a guidance to focus your energy more on the connection with spirit that you have than on the details. Spend time hearing and listening to them, more so than trying to work out what do the cards mean. I'm hoping you understand me with that. Okay. Thanks, Kim. And I'm frozen. Ugh, bugger. I thought that was my internet connection. Obviously not. And Hopefully, I'm back. uh, I haven't got my monitoring up. So I know when in doubt with the live streams in Be Live, well, in any of them, if they freeze, it's actually a matter of refreshing. Those of you who know Be Live in the background, those of you who use it will know what I'm saying. Right. Good. I've known from past times where this is frozen, if I refresh, I'm able to end the stream. If I'd have done that on that freeze, the broadcast would have kept going with a blank screen. So thank you, everyone, for being patient, especially since I had to go and come back, so to speak. Only takes a second, doesn't it? So move into your day with confidence. Fly on high and spend that time to hover, look, focus first, and then in confidence take that dive for what is your targeted goal. That arrow is straight and it is true. Okay? Yep. Spirit didn't want us to know something. It was actually just at the point where I was suggesting, rather than trying to compare, that by the end of the day, I was looking at that final magnifying glass and summarizing, rather than at the end of the day comparing that what the cards were saying is actually true to what your day happened. I think it's more the focus on being able to hear and listen to what spirit is connecting with you with, as you're moving through your day. Spend that time in being able to fine tune and look more closely at what spirit's suggesting. Seeing the signs, hearing their words. There's that clairaudience and the visual clairvoyant. There's all the clairs that are words to describe the how we connect with spirit. And I'm just suggesting um, I'm just suggesting be you through your day, in tune with spirit. Know that from your heart you're connected at all times, and if you're open to hearing what they're saying at those appropriate moments, you'll hear it, you'll see it, you'll get those messages, and it's not a fact or matter of having to continually keep connecting to. Oh, what was that card meaning? That's what I was meaning there. So okay, that was what I was saying. I think roughly at that time that you're saying spirit didn't want us to know anything. Yes, they do, and they use some interesting little symbols and signals to do that too. So, thank you. Have a perfect day. Yes, see me tonight. See, Leanne, I think pretty much is probably able to come in tonight. I haven't actually asked or reminded her, so because I know she wasn't quite well enough for doing her own on Wednesday night. So let's see what the evening brings. So at about 8:30 tonight, we'll be on mytimetv.live and our other, like Leanne Winston and Ros Boundy pages, our own pages. Yeah, thank you, Kim. It'd be lovely to see you there. So, and just a reminder as well, not we're going to be visiting Waiala in 6th, 7th, 8th of August. I have posted a little picture of that, or an event. I've created an event for that as such. It's not going to be an online one, though we might try on that weekend on the Friday night to still do our Fridays Intuitive Chat. So for any friends that you have, certainly let them know. And yeah, great. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, for anyone. I know it was a small procedure, but anything that's to do with medical stuff, yes, healing's always welcome. So thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste till later. Bye.